Hi, I'm Arwen Widmer-Bobick. I'm the Consul for Political, Economic, and Cultural Affairs at the Consulate General of Canada in Los Angeles. We are so proud of the Canadians and Friends of Canada who've responded to the coronavirus pandemic in inspiring ways. Whether that's on the front lines, in medical research, or in supporting the community and raising awareness of the importance of staying safe and following official guidelines. For Canada Day 2020, we devoted our celebration to honor 20 outstanding individuals for their contributions to fight the coronavirus pandemic. Here are their stories.
Hi, I'm Natalie Ray. I am originally from New Westminster, British Columbia, and I now live in Santa Monica, California. I am a clinical nurse manager in a COVID-dedicated intensive care unit at UCLA. Since the start of this COVID pandemic, the bravery among our nursing and medical colleagues, despite the fatigue, stress, and fear that this pandemic brings, has truly been amazing. This work is intense, and throughout it all, I have seen incredible teamwork, creativity, and empathy among all our colleagues. And as we continue on this journey, I think one of the most important things that we can do for each other is to be present. This can be an incredibly difficult time for many people. And when we share a feeling of understanding for another person's experience, we let them know that they are not alone. We let them know that what they are feeling is okay and that we will overcome this together. To all my nursing and medical colleagues, thank you for your commitment and your courage during this COVID pandemic. Our nation greatly supports you and applauds your service. Wishing you all a happy Canada Day.
My name is Hans Kierstead. I'm proud to have been born in Halifax, Nova Scotia, raised on a farm in Uxbridge, Ontario, and I received my doctorate at the University of British Columbia in Vancouver. Today, I am honored to be recognized by the Consulate General as we all celebrate Canada Day. Now, I live in Laguna Beach, California, and I run a company called Avita Biomedical, where we are passionately working on a vaccine for COVID-19. Humanity has never shared a medical mission of this urgency and scope. While news of spread is disheartening, there is reason for optimism. Scientists and medical professionals are collaborating globally to develop and test vaccines and treatments for COVID-19 at a pace that has never been seen before. And while we do, please do your part in following the guidelines of your local authorities to help reduce spread. Together, we can eradicate this global pandemic. Thank you for this honor, and happy Canada Day.
Hi, I'm Liz. I'm a registered nurse originally from Toronto, and now I live in Los Angeles.
And I'm Dr. Pfeiffer. I am an emergency room physician, originally from Calgary, living in Los Angeles as well.
We've been working together for years in the emergency room here in Van Nuys, and through this pandemic, we've just tried to make the best of it and keep each other safe.
Yeah, and we hope that everybody also stays safe, and that we are honored to be a part of this video as Canadians working here, and happy Canada Day.
Happy Canada Day.
Hi there, I'm Ryan Reynolds. I'm originally from Vancouver, British Columbia. I live in New York City and Vancouver. I'm associated with Food Banks Canada, which is an amazing organization that goes to war each and every day against food insecurity for Canadians from coast to coast to coast. I'm also associated with an incredible organization called Conquer COVID-19, which is a grassroots group of about 100 volunteers founded by Khadija Khadi and Suleiman Ahmed. And they provide PPE for anyone and everyone in need, including vulnerable communities. And I am incredibly privileged and fortunate and lucky to work with these fine and amazing Canadian people and organizations. Happy Canada Day.
Hi, my name's Naomi Seligman, and I'm originally from Boston, Massachusetts. I spent a lot of my childhood in Toronto, and now I live here in Los Angeles, in this moment. And I feel honored and proud to have been able to support some of the people facing the biggest challenges during the pandemic. I'm a communications professional and a mom who suddenly found myself homeschooling our 8-year-old, Sammy, so it came naturally to help the public school systems. I've been working with the County Office Education on planning for the next academic year and connecting county schools with meal delivery companies so children who previously relied on school meals are still being fed. Early on, I was approached by 3 young New Yorkers who had started a volunteer service to deliver groceries and medical supplies to those who couldn't leave their homes, due to health reasons. I helped connect them to sponsors and strategized with them on technology and media coverage. And together we managed to build out the service from just a few people in a few neighborhoods to a network of over 12,000 volunteers in 3 states. Thank you for letting me share my response to COVID-19, and Happy Canada Day!
Hi, my name is Tim Patz, and I'm the Vice President of Global Marketing for Critical Care at Edwards Life Sciences in Irvine, California. Edwards Critical Care technologies are utilized by clinical teams to monitor seriously ill patients and help clinicians make informed treatment decisions. Now, some of the components of these technologies are also utilized by other companies. In the midst of the pandemic response, Edwards received a call from Linamar Corporation in Canada. Linamar and their partner Thornhill Medical were working urgently to manufacture ventilators in response to the need of COVID patients in Canada. Now, these ventilator systems contain up to 1,500 individual components. I can only imagine the challenge Linamar and Thornhill Medical were facing trying to secure all these parts. We certainly empathize with their challenge, and we wanted to be a part of the solution. But at the time we received the call for help, we were facing our own multiple-week back order for our components. However, through significant efforts and close collaboration with the Edwards team in Canada, our company headquarters in Southern California, and our global supply chain organization, we were able to expedite the supply of thousands of cables necessary for the production of Linamar technologies. We're proud to be a partner of Linamar and Thornhill Medical as they serve patients all across Canada. And on behalf of the employees of Edwards, thank you for this honor, and I want to wish you all a very happy Canada Day.
My name is Clody Boldzick, and I am an emergency medicine physician here in Los Angeles, originally from Montreal, Quebec. And I hope that everyone is having a happy and healthy and safe Canada Day. I'll be working in the emergency department, but I hope that everybody has a great day, both here in the US and back home in Canada.
Hi, I'm Nia Vardalis, and I am from Winnipeg. I live in Los Angeles, but I will always be a Pegger. In response to the pandemic, I organized something called #BigFatDonation. This was in memory of my dad, who passed away in March. And what that was is, I asked friends and people on social media to join me in donating, and via organizations such as Big Sunday, Frontline Foods, Food for Heroes, we managed to feed over 10,000 meals to frontline workers and their families. The one thing I learned through all of this is just ask. Just ask. It's hard. It's hard for a Winnipegger and a Canadian to just get out there, but I did it, and the overwhelming response was always yes.
Hi there, my name is Scott Phillips with Starfish Medical. We're the largest medical device and biotech device development services company in Canada, but we also have extensive dealings in Southern California. In fact, about 70% of our business is in the US. About 3 months ago, we were approached by the Canadian government to develop a ventilator that would be useful for COVID. And so we actually brought in some technology from Winnipeg that originally developed by Dr. Magda Yunus there, and we've just finished with the development. We're ready to start manufacturing with Celestica, which has a worldwide footprint, including actually some plants in Southern California. I'd like to give a special shout out to my friend Mohammed Khandri from the Canadian Consulate in LA, who's been very instrumental in making all sorts of connections for us. It's been super helpful. And I'd like to wish you all a very happy Canada Day.
My name is Aaliyah Jasmine. I was born in Ottawa, the nation's capital, and spent the major part of my life living and working in Toronto for major Canadian broadcasters. I got my bachelor's in communications at the University of Ottawa, go GGs, and my master's degree at the University of Southern California, USC, right here in Los Angeles, where I now live and work as an environmental journalist. I have been using journalism to try and tell important stories about how the COVID-19 virus intersects with the environment. Those stories have been broadcast on networks and events, including NBC, Live MedAid, and the United Nations. And along the way, we've managed to raise a little money for Doctors Without Borders, Médecins Sans Frontières, in their efforts at the front line battling this pandemic. As we move into the summer and celebrate things like Canada Day, I urge you to remember that this year will and should look different than celebrations of the past. That's because the pandemic is not behind us. It's so important that you source out credible journalists to get reliable facts and information about this virus and how it's impacting your community, as well as listening to medical experts to keep wearing masks and social distancing. But whatever you do, as a Canadian, do not let this pandemic stop you from enjoying a bowl of poutine or ketchup chips. And if you get some of those, please send them my way. I miss those ketchup chips. Happy Canada Day, everybody, and thank you so much to the Canadian Consulate for recognizing me. It is an absolute honor.
Hi, my name is Giovanni D'Andrea, originally from Montreal, Canada. Now presently living in Los Angeles, California, owner of Urban Press Winery and Distillery. March 14 was probably one of the most devastating days as a business owner, where everybody was ordered to shut your business down, something that's never ever happened, right? So we had to regroup and rethink of what we were gonna do. And one of the ideas was everybody lost their jobs overnight, and what we wanted to do was give back to some of the people. So we actually kept our kitchen open. The next day we started handing out free pizzas and pastas to anybody that came by. A week later we created through my distillery the hand sanitizer products, which we did 5,000 to 6,000, I believe, where we handed out. We had hundreds of people lining up, and we were just handing these out to people that just didn't have to buy anything. We just gave it away. But our biggest joy was actually going out to hospitals and knowing that they didn't have any. I want to wish every Canadian a happy Canada Day, and see you guys soon.
Hi everyone, I'm Anna Innes with Air Canada, and I'm originally from Michigan, which is practically Canada. It's an honor to be part of this celebration representing Air Canada's corporate response to COVID-19. One of the things I am most proud of, and from which I learned so much, was around our efforts to repatriate so many Canadians from around the globe back home. I think one thing we can all take away from all this is how important community is, not just in our workplace, but in our livelihood and with our mental health. And it's an honor to be part of this community, representing the flagship carrier, which also represents the culture of its people. I look forward to raising a glass in person. Happy Canada Day.
My name is Allison Emilio. I'm from Toronto and I live in Los Angeles. I'm the director of Reframe, a partnership between Sundance Institute and Women in Film. For COVID-19, I launched a short filmmaking competition to help keep women connected and creating content during the pandemic. We raised over $35,000. We received 500 submissions and had over 35,000 votes. The money was donated to the Actors Fund, helping everyone in entertainment, and also to CLA, SEELA, with helping with food scarcity in downtown Los Angeles. So Canada, stay strong, stay true. Happy Canada Day. You have my heart.
Hello, my name is John Chu. Born in Windsor, Ontario, originally from Toronto, and now living in Orange County, California. I work for a food and nutrition company that serves the K-12 school community. And when COVID hit, we were able to still serve the students and the community millions of emergency meals across the country when people were being laid off of work and unable to afford things like groceries to feed their family. It has been a rewarding experience to be able to continue to feed students, and many of them in communities that rely on school lunches as their main source of nutrition. It's still a long road ahead before the world will get back to normal, so keep taking social distancing guidelines seriously, take time for self-care, and I want to wish all my fellow Canadians a happy Canada Day.